Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show. Listen, I'm glad to have you guys here. Today is Thursday. And, we got a lot going on. Well, I'm going to be talking about the up and coming recession. Yes, it is coming. I've been listening to a few talking heads, and they keep saying mild recession, mild. Honest to God, this is not going to be even a recession. It's not going to be a recession, really. Let's get real. This is going to be a depression. A depression. Like 1920, what happened after 1929. Except this time it's different. They had a gold standard back then. They had a gold standard. This is why the dollar appreciated in value. You know, we don't have no gold standard now. This time, this recession is going to be an inflationary event. I shouldn't say recession. This depression. It's going to be a worldwide depression. That's what's coming, but we're not quite there yet. We're on the front leading edge of it. You know, it's like if a hurricane was coming, and they're all talking about the hurricane. They're all worried about it and everything. But all we have yet is just a few little light breezes. The reporters are out there covering the hurricane, and we don't see nothing much yet. It's just a few little light breezes, and a little bit of rain sprinkling. It hasn't really hit yet, you know? Let's get right into it. Let's open up the charts right here and take a look at what's going on. Let's take a look at the silver price today. $17.18 a bid and $17.29 ask. Silver's holding pretty strong, so is gold. I'm proud of them. They're doing good for a change, If gold's holding up at $1,514, $1,515 ask. It says it's off $1.50 on a day, but that's holding its own. It's staying up. That's the thing is, we've had a few price surges in gold and silver going back, over this last few years, and every time it gets smacked back down again, you know. Let's take a look now at cryptocurrency market capitalizations. Cryptocurrency has suffered quite a little bit in the past few days. We're looking at $262 billion market cap with a Bitcoin dominance of 68.5%. And we're looking at these coins falling in price. It's setting up for a bargain, It seems as though cryptocurrency is giving us this answer as to how it's going to reflect against the recession, and so is gold and silver. But in the later stage, now this is the first stage of the recession, when we go into the deflationary part. Later, when the central banks react to it, comes the inflationary stage. There's a transition point there when the central banks react. They haven't reacted yet. A quarter, 25 basis point cut to the federal funds rate is weak at best. It's not really reacting to the recession. They're going to react, but we're not there yet. It's a couple months away before that's coming. It's when this recession intensifies. That's when they're going to react, and that's when cryptocurrency is going to turn. Is when the reaction comes from the Fed, probably a couple months from now. Gold and silver is really going to get a lift from that too, And now let's take a look at the Dow Jones today. It started off pretty good, but it really doesn't have that much energy to the upside considering how much it fell yesterday. We're looking at looks like 75 points up. Just a sec. Let me take 95 points up. It's got a little bit of positive energy. People coming in buying the dip, but it doesn't have the energy that you normally see when it drops that much. Normally you'd see it bounce 200, 300, 400 points. 95 points is tepid at best. Let's take a look now at oil prices. It's down 93 cents on the day for sweet light crude. Let me take a look at the 1 month and see what she's been doing over a month. The bottom hasn't really been falling out of it or anything. If you look at the start of the month and you look now, let's see if we can find a little bit longer range. No, they're only going to give me 1 month. These charts are kind of crappy. They don't respond real well. But they give me a 1-month chart here, and we can see it hasn't dropped that much, not significantly anyway. It's been fairly going along sideways, but a little bit of a drop to it, a little bit slightly down over the period of the last month. Take a look at U.S. Treasuries today, and we're seeing the yields are still falling. Now, what I'm watching is the spread between the 1-month and the U.S. 30-year. Look at the spread. It's not very much. The 1-month is up near 2%, and the U.S. 30-year is just barely above 2%. So, and get that yield curve inversion spreading all the way out to the 30-year. That's what I've been watching for all along. It's not quite. I mean, it's only like 2 basis points away now at this point, and it's fell 1.5 basis points today alone. So we're really close now to that yield curve inversion, going all the way out to the 30-year. Full on yield curve inversion. It's a sight to behold. And we see all those yields dropping today. Now I want to tell you something about this. We could get an enormous snapback, because just like any bubble, you remember when Bitcoin was in an enormous bubble, $20,000? This is exactly the same thing in these treasuries. They're in a bubble right now, and the bubble's continuing. Yes, fear is helping to drive huge capital inflows into U.S. treasuries, but all that could have a sudden snapback effect where basically the bubble pops. But where's that money going to come out to? Because the treasury market's huge, But it's like investors right now are searching for a home for their money. Hedge funds and stuff, they got to make big yield. Over 7% they're looking for on these investments from U.S. pension funds and stuff like that. They got to make 7%. And they're chasing yield like crazy, and they're taking risks. They're in the corporate bond market and everything else. They're in the junk bond market and everything else. They're even investing in Italian debt. Can you imagine investing in Italian debt, chasing yield? Anything to chase yield. Let's take a look right now at the dollar index. 98.09 today. It's shooting up right now. Dollar's shooting up right now. It's on fears. That's another place that people want to be in. They want to be in dollars. They're scared, of the economy, and the dollar is the best looking of the fiat currencies. It's the best looking one, of the fiat currencies. Fiat currencies are all rubbish. The dollar is not. It's a tanked out. It's not good, but it's the best one of the fiat currencies. Crying out loud, there you go. So it's 98.11 today, or the U.S. dollar. Now here's something we got to really keep our eye on. She's been dropping lately. She dropped 2.4% just today alone. It's at 5.9. I think that's the lowest it's ever been for Deutsche Bank. Let me go back over the last 6 months. I know it set another low down in here. Looks like 5.96, 5.98. Let me go back 1 year and see if we can find another low lower. No, it's right in here. She's like 5.96, 5.95. Right now she's 5.89. She's falling like a stone. Right now she just fell another basis point. Deutsche Bank could sneak and collapse while we're not watching. All of a sudden, you wake up some morning, Deutsche Bank's fell. It's gone. Oh my gosh, Deutsche Bank's collapsed. That would be the reaction, But the thing is Deutsche Bank is been going down so long that after a while you get tired of watching something, even if it's something important to you. Say you go out and buy a big lobster dinner, and the water's taking too long to boil. You stand there watching it, and oh, come on, I'm waiting for lobster. I'm going to have lobster. Oh boy, you're watching it, waiting for it to boil. And after you watch it for about a half an hour, you get tired and head into the bathroom, and then it boils. That's the way with Deutsche Bank right now. We've been watching the darn thing so long, we're getting tired of watching it, and that's just exactly when she's gonna go. You know, that's the way life works, really. And in China right now, China is got an awful lot of problems with Hong Kong. How are they going to react with Hong Kong? Do they want to get their special status revoked? So that's just why they're holding back. They would have been in there already. They would have been in there already, except they're a little bit worried about getting their special status revoked, because that would affect Hong Kong trade, and it would also intensify the trade war. But China says that they reject Trump's tariff olive branch. They vow imminent retaliation in the tariff war. So you look for it, it's coming. So they're going to do something. They're going to do something to try to get even with what in this trade war, because that's how wars work. They work in battles. You know, one guy launches a battle, and then the next time the other side launches a battle. We are in a protracted, long-term trade war that's no end in sight. No end in sight, and the markets have not fully priced this in yet. This fact. It's as simple as that. But the markets are in this heady mood where I was listening to a few of the talking heads this morning. They're bullish like crazy, you know, but they don't see the world collapsing around them. They're just like, buy, 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 you know. This is how it is. They're just like cheerleaders for the market, you know. And they don't have a clue. They don't have a clue about what's really happening in the world, and how the world situation is going to make this market deteriorate over the next 2 or 3 months. You know? And even when it does affect the market and drops at 700 points, these cheerleaders come right back in there the next day. Let's buy the market! You know, there was an old psychic or something way back when the stock market of 1929 was going on. And she was telling them, and they all believed in her. They believed she had these powers to see in the market and everything. And while the market was nearing its peak and going up and up in the end of 1929, I mean, it was just like the market was going higher every day, and everybody was getting wealthy and everything. They didn't know it, but they were getting ready for the big crash of 1929. She said, according to her psychic powers and everything, that the market would go to the heavens forever. It would never stop going higher, ever. It's just eminently before the crash. So you know what's going on right now is exactly the same thing. Listen, thank you guys for listening to this report, and we'll catch you again very, very soon. Bye-bye, guys.